Alright, so here we have Caliph, the second mission, and here we're gonna actually have to set up an economy to beat him, because even if we just start like with all the assassins that we can build with 2,000 gold, it will not be enough to stop him. So we're gonna have to build an economy right here. Let me just slow down the game for a bit to start my economy. I'm gonna put down a few stockpiles here, make sure they are evenly leveled. And we're gonna start with putting some woodcutters on this side, and as well as down here. Now the more woodcutters we have, the more wood we're gonna gather, and we're gonna need a lot of it because we have a lot of iron ore on that side. I'm gonna put some apple orchards on this side to start the food processing. Okay, that should be enough, and we're gonna put in a granary close to it so they get filled up as soon as possible. Now the marketplace from the original Stronghold Crusader has been reduced from 5 wood to 0. I guess they didn't see it as needed to pay for anything for it. And this way you cannot just auto lose if you don't have a market. We're also gonna put in an armory like that, and a few houses. We're gonna start off with a barracks, and I'm gonna buy off the marketplace 15 of these crossbows and a tiny bit of rock, so I can actually make the stairs to go into the tower, which I'm gonna put as close to the enemy as possible, which is gonna be right here. And that's it. I'm gonna start making the crossbows because I already bought the crossbows. Now the game is a bit different than in normal games like Age of Empires. So in this game you have two types of buildings that you can produce troops with. Although there's a third one missing here, the new one that they added with the remake, because this is a remake after all. And it's not available in the old Crusader trail because I guess they just wanted to make it fair. For now, we're gonna use all of the crossbows that we can do, and we're also gonna grab these five archers, and we're gonna put everyone up here. I think we have 4 more left. Let's use them up, and we're down to 300 gold, which is not gonna be a whole lot. We're also gonna start a new economy of wheat and as well as iron mine, to make everything a little bit easier for us to make enough troops to attack him. Now all of these will die quite easily to these crossbowmen, because these archers are not adequate to fight against them, unfortunately. There you go, last one. And now we put the tower so close that any troop that he makes is gonna come here first, and he's gonna get instantly killed as well. Well, the archers are the priority, obviously, so you have to kill them first. And he's also gonna lose all the money that he had to the troops, because each of these troops from the mercenary post are way more expensive than from the barracks themselves. And let's see, he has 0 gold at the moment. That's fantastic. We do need, however, a few more things before we start attacking him, so it's not gonna be that easy. We're gonna start off with making some wheat farms. He's not gonna be able to get through these anyway. It's fantastic. We're getting more wood. Now for the granary itself, you can get several types of food, and that is meat, cheese, bread, and apples. And apple farms are usually the quickest at the beginning, but they're not the most efficient. The most efficient way to get food is through wheat farms. If you get plenty of wheat farms, a couple of these mills can be in ratio 1 to 6 through bakeries. So 1 mill and 6 bakeries will be sufficient for the beginning. and they will make quite a bit of food, which you can sell. In the old game, in the original, you would put in the granary at, for example, double rations to get 8 popularity, and then go to your keep to put -8 on mean taxes to get taxes and gold from the people that you live off. In the remake, however, since they put out auto sell, you can always go to your marketplace, which is M for short, by the way, and click on the food you want to sell, but you can put it on auto sell when it reaches a certain number, and it will give you more gold this way than through the keep and taxes. And you can keep your food on normal, like on full rations, which doesn't give you anything. And the more types of food you have, the more popularity you have. Now, there's different types of popularity. If you didn't know, you can just click on this book, go to popularity tab, you get food, taxes, you get fear factor. Crowding, it can only go into minus if you don't have sufficient houses for your people. And if you don't have any people, population, you cannot have workers working for you. Then we have religion, which is affected by having churches and chapels and the cathedral. You can get +1 for a church, +2 for a cathedral, and the more people that get married and are blessed, the more popularity you can get. And then there's ale coverage, which means people drinking ale or beer can also get you to +8 popularity, which that is the only reason to get into taxes on this, but it's not going to be necessary for this specific game type because there's just no need. All right, I'm gonna buy a few extra normal bows and make a couple of archers. Okay, we're gathering quite a bit of wood now, so we're gonna place some iron mines here.
Iron mine must be built on iron ore.
And this is the easiest way to get money from our side because the rock, unfortunately, is on his side.
Not enough workers available to run this building.
Okay, cool. We used up almost all the wood that we got, but no fret. There's always gonna be more incoming. I'm gonna put another one of these down here. This is a dairy farm that produces cheese. We do have 4 wheat farms. Cheese produces fairly slow, but it's also used for making leather armor, just in case you didn't know. Now we put a lot of iron mines here, and we're gonna sell them so we can actually get some money. We're gonna put everything on auto sell from here on out. I'm gonna put these up here in case he sneaks by with those fire starters and try to start a fire up here in our economy. I don't think that's gonna be necessary because I think he's literally running out of troops. He only has 15 left. And yes, those 15 can kill 60, maybe 50 assassins. They can easily kill 60 assassins. So for the first thing, we're gonna put a barracks, and we're gonna start making a few of these horse archers, so we can kill everything around them, and then just a few assassins should be enough to kill everything inside. Alright, cool. Let's see. We do have 16 wheat, and we do only have 10 flour. That means we can put up another mill, and we can put up a few more bakeries, just to make a little bit more money. Sorry for the spacing. Sometimes I misclick, but no matter. As long as they have space, one line of space so they can walk towards the granary, that's fine. So our granary stocks are growing, which is fantastic. And we're gonna sell whatever is too much of. So we're gonna put this on 70. When it gets to 70, it's gonna sell. As well as the bread. When it gets to 70, we're gonna put it on sell. There you go. And that's why we're gonna get even more money. Where do you have 1,000 gold now? We're gonna make a few archers here. Horse archers, my bad. And we're gonna increase the speed of the game so this actually goes faster. Look at all those iron mine workers coming to give us literal money. Ding 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 ding. Fantastic. Okay, back to 1,200 gold. Now, the maximum population that you can have around your fire camp near the keep is 24. Currently, we have 13 peasants available to make army out of them. So every time you click on this, you get someone out of there, right? With the the old game, you had to click for every single one to get out of there. Now you can control click, and if you have enough money, all of them will appear as enemies. As troops. And then your population just keeps back on growing. As long as your popularity is up and it's not below 50, which means people will start to leave the castle, you can make as many troops as you basically are allowed to. There is a limit per map how many troops there can be in a map. And the game will even tell you that. Your army is approaching its maximum size, will tell you. But when there's only 2 players on the battlefield, that number is around, I think, 1,200 or something like that. Quite a bit number. I'm not sure if they remade that into... Sorry, if they increased that with the remake. But I guess we'll find out when we get to the bigger maps and bigger challenges. Fantastic. We already have 52. That should be enough to kill everything that's outside. And I'm just gonna make a few assassins. Let's see. I believe 20 should be enough. We're gonna start killing these outside, first of all. There's a few archers still on the stands. The gateways have been completely shut down now. So assassins will be a good place to start. There you go, the last archer on this side. Now we go to the other side. Let's hope he doesn't start a fire. He probably will. Well, never mind, he didn't. 2 archers, 1 archer to go, and we only have those 3 swordsmen still laying there. Let's make the rest of the assassins, and 25 should be fine. Since assassins can climb walls, let's just put them inside. Now, even though the gate is open, he will close them. Assassins have this gift that they are only visible to the enemy when they get close to him. So as soon as we see a exclamation mark, then the assassins are visible to the enemy, but not before that, which can be very scary if you're playing against real players. And there we go, and we killed the Caliph. So that means the second one is a victory. Now we can go to the third. Congrats to Lord Michael. We have made 8,000 almost gold, and we made 100 troops. We killed 86 while he killed 6.